It is 18 after the hour. Millions of good little girls and boys got their wish this holiday season: video games. But who do they call if they and their parents can't make the darn thing work? They call the manufacturer. That's who. Consumer reporter Herb Weisbaum is at Nintendo headquarters in Redmond, Washington this morning, where the phones are ringing off the hook even at this hour. Good morning, Herb.
That's right, Hattie. Good morning. It has been a busy week here at Nintendo. By the end of tomorrow, they will have handled more than 200,000 telephone calls from kids, their parents, and a lot of adults, too. This truly is service after the sale. It's all aimed at keeping customers happy, keeping them coming back for more.
Mario paint!
Before the kids even opened their presents, before they ever tried to use their new games, the folks at Nintendo were getting ready for this week.
And you just want to go in small circles forward and then down and lift them up.
Game counselors learned everything from simple survival skills to basic wiring.
And plug it right into that input.
And have the secret area in the Donut Ghost House for power-ups.
The calls start early, real early. We were here when they opened the phone lines a day after Christmas. Sunday morning, 4 a.m. Pacific time, and a few early risers on the East Coast were calling in.
And at the end, it's normally blocked by.
Callers want to know all sorts of things. How to hook up their new machines.
You don't need to use those wires at all. You just need to hook up with the RF switch.
How to play their new games.
When you come back out and you step on that same teleporter again, they'll take you somewhere totally different.
Some need to be armed with directions.
Climb down the ladder and follow that path.
Others need to be directed to their arms.
Have you found the Nerf gas bomb yet?
The game counselors do have guidebooks and computerized cheat sheets, but most of them know the games inside and out. And do you play video games in your spare time?
I do. I go home and play them, yeah.
Nintendo conseille des jeux, mais également l'appareil. Bonjour.
Megan Ferris handles the calls from French-speaking Canadians. No matter what the language, a good game counselor tries to help the customer without spoiling their fun.
We don't try to give all the information to them right away. We try to ask them certain questions so they can kind of figure it out themselves.
You know where I'm at?
I believe so. Are you trying to save Bow Wow?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't kill this sucker.
Okay.
Armand Williams has been working the phones for 2 years now. In that time, he's learned to play 400 to 500 different games.
Playing and talking to you at the same time.
Okay.
Seems like the perfect job for someone who enjoys talking on the phone and playing video games all day.
A lot of my friends know that I play games for a living. They tend to think that, you know, I got the dream job, but little do they know it's more of a job than they actually think.
408. Just imagine taking 200 calls a day from anxious and confused customers. Some callers are so eager to play, they do some pretty unusual things, like call from a payphone.
Driving down the road and they say, hey, I got to have this information right now. And they're calling me and they're putting every quarter they possibly have in their pockets in there to get some instant game help. So when they get home, they're ready to go.
Hey. And guess what game counselors do on their breaks?
Oh, yes.
They play the new games they haven't mastered yet. They really do. The phone lines here are open 7 days a week, 20 hours a day, Monday through Saturday. The customer service calls are free. If you want to talk to a gameplay counselor, that will cost you for the call, whatever the long-distance charge is outside the Seattle area. Hattie?
Herb, I think the other game makers would want to compete. You have Sega, Atari. Do they also have the same setup?
Many other game makers have similar lines, not quite as extensive as Nintendo. A lot of computer companies, people who make software, also have customer assistance lines. You got to have service after the sale with these complicated electronic things. If folks can't make them work, they're not going to be happy.
What a way to make a living. Herb Weisbaum, thanks.
Okay.
Harry.
23 minutes after the hour, coming up, Hattie's Winter Bargain Series. Would you believe Paris